objective.
Hey guys, I'm back for some more Art of War 3. Okay, so let's get this 2v2 started by building some barracks and getting troops out to scout the terrain. Okay, so we get our normal, usual deployment out, and we start scouting. Of course, I use a red scouting boost to further make my containers collecting much better. Okay, so we get those containers, and as we can see here, we have Confederation opponents, as usual. Okay, so we get the containers. I did some pretty good scouting. I think I got like 5 or 6 containers, which is pretty good, pretty decent. My ally didn't scout that good. I didn't see him collect any containers. Okay, so let's see. My riflemen aren't max, and even if they are max, assaults would win. So yeah, no doubt there. Okay, so we get our fourth and fifth supply center out and upgrade to HQ level 3, so we can get more supply and then go for Hawks. Okay, we see that my ally is producing armadillos. I went 2v2 with a random opponent and a random ally, so yeah, this is I don't really know this person, but okay, let's see how it goes. Okay, so he's doing a sniper tower rush, I think, or just engaging the bunkers. I don't really know why, but let's see how it goes. Okay, so building a third sniper tower. Okay, so we got our 6th and 7th supply center out, and we're making armadillos and some hawks. And we can see here, blue is attempting to scout me. And I decide to scout blue to see what he has. And we can see HQ level 2, heavy assaults and hammers, so I think he's gonna rush. Okay, some supply centers out and some power plants. Blue's economy isn't that bad. He has 4 supply centers, 4 plus, I think. Yeah, okay. We can see my ally now doing a small reconnaissance attack on green. I suppose. I think so. This is gonna fail. The bunker and those assaults and hammers will subdue the attack, so it won't work out. Okay, so HQ level 3 with that scout attack thing. We can see that green has clearly the better economy out of both of them. And so green will be a harder target. Okay, we got some hawks out, and now we're producing some more units. Green tries to replace the bunker, but cannot do so because of those sniper towers. Okay, so I attack blue with my hawks, and take advantage of it because he has no anti-air. Neither of them have anti-air, so I decide to take down some units. Just so I could deal the most damage without losing anything. And so blue will have to waste more resources. Okay, so now he's building some air defense towers. I caught him in the middle of it, so he won't be able to finish production. Not production, construction. Okay. So now my third hawk comes in. And I put on a gold aviation servicing to get these 2 hawks to its full fuel capacity as soon as possible. And now I send a 4th hawk to assist my 3rd hawk in the attack. Okay. So now we can see that blue is preparing to counterattack me, which is a pretty good idea because if he just stayed here, my Hawks would keep on attacking him. And so I immediately switched my Hawk's target from the air defense towers to the hammers, knowing that I don't have enough troops to defend. Okay. So now blue has air defense towers completed, and so it won't be able. I can't attack blue with just Hawks now. Okay, so my riflemen and my armadillos are holding him at the entrance of my base, while the Hawks are dealing damage. Okay, so he's forced to retreat. I think he just tried to attack me just for diversion, while he got air defense, which is a pretty good idea. I decide to counterattack him, just because I wanted to capture him unprepared. Okay, so my riflemen deal with those troops there. I decide to attack the special vehicle factory. It doesn't work out. Blue seems to have some pretty good buildings. Okay, so meanwhile I go for HQ level 4. My ally is still HQ level 2, making armadillos. Okay, so with that scout on green, we can see he has rocket towers. Rocket towers are so annoying to deal with, especially since these rocket towers shoot 3 rockets instead of 2. And he has a ton of torrents out, so camper alert. Some people will say this is not camping, but it technically is like a little bit of camping. Major camping is when you like put walls, bunkers, and everything you can just to camp. But just camping like a little bit is involving bunkers, rocket towers, torrents, etc. etc. Okay. So my ally isn't doing that great. I tell him to make some jaguars because clearly armadillos aren't going to push any sort of attack at this moment. It's like 15 minutes into the battle. I don't know what he's trying to expect. Alright, so we can see that my ally is getting attacked by torrents and Zeus, so I have to send my Hawks in to assist the attack. Okay. So green has some pretty strong typhoons. Okay. So I manually target at the typhoons, so my Hawks won't lose numbers too quickly. Okay, so we can see this number can absolutely demolish my ally if I do not help. So I try to help as much as possible, but my ally isn't that. He's not doing that good. Like those Zeus are just demolishing those armadillos. Okay, so yeah, I think that's it. Okay, with this number and this amount of Hawks that I have already, green's not gonna be able to push well. And the micro on the torrents are really bad. I don't know what green is trying to do with those torrents. Okay, so the attack has now been destroyed, and now green barely has anything. But my ally seriously does not understand that late game units cannot be destroyed with early game units, and yeah, you just cannot do that. Unless you have lots of units. But he clearly doesn't. Okay, so with all those resources that I gained from being AFK while maneuvering my hawks, I was able to build a better infrastructure, and at this moment, Blue decides to attack. And that's a really good move, not for us, but for Blue. And just look at these Typhoons obliterating my hawks. Typhoons are so underrated from the Confederation point of view, but it obliterated 5 hawks in 2 runs. So I don't know what they're trying to say. So while Blue is counterattacking my ally, I counterattack Blue. Because of course my brain is just so large that I can come up with these stuff, of course, yes. Okay, anyways, so my Chameleon is shielding my Jaguars and is attacking Blue while Green and Blue launch a coordinated attack on my ally. I try to assist with my last hawk that just came out of production, because all my other hawks just died from those Typhoons. But that hawk isn't enough to help my ally. And so my ally is destroyed. You know, even if my ally was producing armadillos, he should have laid mines. Mines could have helped him a lot there, especially anti-tank mines. He could have taken down like at least 40% of those hammers and some of those heavy assaults. So, kind of his fault right there. Okay, so my Jaguars are dealing great damage to Blue. Of course, I put a red attack boost, so my vehicles are more effective. Okay, so I re-siege, and Green comes with assaults to attack, and I have to fall back with a vehicle scouting. One thing that bothers JCP is assaults, and you saw right there that a torrent was there. So they are definitely camping, that's for sure. And so I decide to scout Green with my hawk, and when I fall back with my hawk, I can see Blue has moved his base towards Green, and Green's army is right there shielding it. And yeah, of course. And so it's practically a 2v1 at this point. And my ally decides to rebuild with protection of 6 riflemen. I don't understand. How does he think that he is well protected with 6 riflemen when there's an army of this magnitude? I don't understand. I just can't. And those Typhoons keep taking down my hawks, no matter how many attempts I try to take down that army. And I don't have many tanks to easily storm those bases. And so, with no protection, my ally is just gonna be slaughtered. It's not that hard to comprehend what good protection is. Okay, so I tried to take down the armor of that Zeus bit by bit, but I decided to fall back because I could have lost my hawk, but I just did lose my hawk because Typhoon Zimba. Yeah. Alright, HQ level 5. You know what that means. Yes, you are correct. Nuclear blasts incoming. Okay. So I go full camping mode. Because 2v1, how is that even fair? Okay, so I move in my Jaguars on top of the hill and force fire. And then I immediately realize it's a mistake and I have to fall back. I cannot fight this kind of army by myself. That's like 10 plus assaults, another 10 hammers, and definitely more than 5 Zeus. I cannot take that on with just like 7 Jaguars. And I even move in my Hawks, but Typhoon's useless, and they just wreck my Hawks. Remember that my Hawks are actually maxed for rank 19. And yet they get slaughtered so easily. Okay, so I had to fall back to this location. And with the new update, they increased the cost of a nuclear missile production. And I had to destroy that airfield temporarily to build some anti-air towers because I realized my opponent had a Vertex out. And Vertex is kind of hard to counter in big numbers, especially because my anti-air is weak. Okay, so if he had any kind of scouting boost, even if it was just blue, he could have seen it, and he did see it because he sent a Vertex out. Okay, so now green and blue is deciding to attack. Full force, I believe. I saw some troops going up north as well. And I tried to maneuver my Hawk to get the most of it, but I had to fall back, just in case Typhoons could have obliterated my Hawk. And anyways, I decided to blast him with my nuclear. Okay, that wasn't that great of a blast, and I immediately realized that I was gonna be screwed. I did not have any vehicles, and at this point I practically just quit. I basically just don't have a chance. I don't have a chance at winning at all. You can clearly see green isn't even force firing. He just double tapped. And even with the Jaguars under Chameleon, he is just running through my base defenses. Okay, so this is the end of my existence in this 2v2. My ally did not help me at all. In fact, if this was a 1v1 of me either going up against green or blue, I could have won easily. Because my ally just doesn't know how to play properly. Come on. I don't want to be rude or anything, but using armadillos against mass Zeus and torrents is just not a smart idea at all. And look at this army size. Like, no, this is not even possible. And now my ally surrenders. It kind of feels insulting, because like my ally still stays in battle hoping for me to carry, even knowing that he didn't do anything. Basically just wanting a free win. I cannot just win. Look at this amount of troops. It's not possible to win like this. My counterattack with my Jaguars is going somewhat good, but no, it's not gonna be in time. So yeah. Okay, so good game. That's basically the battle. This is why going 2v2 with a random is risky. But if you see my other videos, going 2v2 with a random ally is actually kind of fun. I just got unlucky this time. But at least I had fun. Like, it was challenging. And I'm always up to a challenge. Okay, so good game. And I'll see you in the next one.
The battle is lost.